So, I'm going to be doing a Vibe and Chill, pre-tarot Vibe and Chill. After this, I am going to be doing a collective reading for the end of August and potentially a Cancer reading for the end of August. Hang on, let's see. So I just bought a couple of new tarot decks, and one of them, oh shit, that's one of them. I like the original, Rider Smith, whatever the fuck you call it, tarot deck. So this is that, but it's like without any borders on it. So that's how the cards look. I'll get them out in a second. I also bought another deck. And the other deck, so this is the first one. And then the second one, oh God. Okay. Is this one, the Adventure Tarot. So that's the second one. I might take it out and whatever, but I'm gonna be using the Rider-Waite tarot deck for the collective reading tonight, and I'm gonna be going live right after this to do the collective reading, and then hopefully a Cancer reading as well. We shall see though. But yep, those are the two new decks. Let me just show this. I already opened this deck. Alright, so this is how this deck looks. So I got a new deck, and it's the original Rider-Waite tarot deck, but it's like doesn't have borders on it. So that's the Fool, Aries energy. Magician, High Priestess, Empress. But I'll show you the rest when I do the reading later. But yeah, this is the new deck. One of the new decks that I got. It's pretty nice. And then the other one, I'll just show you whenever I use that. Well, I don't know. I might take that one out right now, actually. But this one that I just showed you, I'm going to be using tonight. And the other one is the Adventure Tarot. So I'll probably open that right now, honestly. I'm gonna open it. I'll show you this so you know what we're looking at. The Adventure Tarot. They have so many different tarot decks, honestly, but okay. So this one specifically was created by this woman who, I think she's Asian American, but basically the deck is to celebrate. Let me see. What did it say on the back? So, the first of its kind, this road trip inspired tarot deck from Elizabeth Sue celebrates the Asian American experience and invites women everywhere to join her on a beautiful journey of self-discovery, acceptance, and belonging. Okay. So, yeah, it's a really pretty deck. I'll show you the back of it. That's the back of it. And then here we have the Fool card. That's the Fool, Aries energy. Okay, I'll show you more. The Magician, the High Priestess, and the Empress. This is a pretty, yeah, this is a really pretty deck. Look at this. Okay. The Chariot, that's a cute card. Okay, look at this. Cancer energy, very cute. Purple. Oops. So yeah, this is the new deck. Wow, the other new deck. I don't... Oh, the Tower, okay. The Star. So this is a cool deck. Wow. Very pretty. This must be the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, New Moon and Virgo energy. But yeah, that's must be the Queen of Pentacles. I like that. I just don't like when cards like make up their own, or like when decks make up their own shit, like Backpacker of Pentacles. Like just leave it, leave it the same. That's how I feel, but hey, it's okay. Yeah, this is a really nice deck. And then it's got like gold in the... Wait, let me see. Or let me show you. It has like gold on the edges of it. Can't really see, but... Okay. That's nice. Okay, so I'll put this one away. But I will be using the Rider-Waite deck when I do the reading in a few here. But yep, I got 2 new decks. I'll put them up here just so you can see. We've got this baby. And then probably too. Oh, look at that. The Adventure Tarot. And then this one. I like the original depictions of the deck because, well, it just makes sense. But sometimes I will get decks that are like, you know, like the Adventure Tarot, where it's like not original, but still really nice. I collect tarot decks. I probably have around 50 or more decks at this point, I would say. Oh shit. So yeah, that's what those are the newbies I'm working with, people. So turn the chat off because nobody says shit anyway, so what's the point? Might as well just create the awkward silence myself by not creating the opportunity to say shit, you know, so it's okay. I think I'll do the reading out here. New moon in Virgo. This new moon in Virgo has my life like getting right. Shout out to Virgos, because for real, like Virgos, they're on their shit, you know? So it's like the energy of the new moon in Virgo. You may notice that you're unintentionally on your shit, which I feel like I've definitely noticed. It's like, I don't know, I just find myself like really feeling forced to do more goal oriented or like responsible things. It's like typically I choose the most exciting option, but now I'm choosing the most responsible option, which, you know, the new moon in Virgo is definitely helping to aid in that for sure. So eating healthier, making the healthiest decisions surrounding, you know, what's going to benefit me long term is what I'm finding. Not just like, oh, what's going to, I don't know, bring me satisfaction in the moment. It's more so like, is this really going to benefit me? Like, yeah, like I'm thinking, well, that's been how I've been in general lately, but especially the new moon in Virgo has helped me to think more about like, okay, what's going to be better for my pockets? What's going to be better for my money? What's going to be better for my body? What's going to be healthier for my body? What's the healthier choice? And that's what I've been choosing. Yep. Healthier food. Yeah, definitely. Healthier options as far as making better, more like decisions that are more practical and grounded, like not just in the moment. And that's how Virgo is. They're on their shit, first and foremost. So it can also be like the new moon of Virgo can also have a focus on like allocating your resources towards what's going to benefit you for the long run or in the long run or the long term. So, for example, utilizing your money to go towards things that are gonna sustain you in the long run. My God, things that are gonna sustain you in the long run. So today I bought tarot cards. That's gonna sustain me in the long run because it's a business, so it's working towards a long-term goal of continuing to maintain that stability with that. Yeah. I went to the grocery store instead of just whatever, doing what was quick and easy. It's like, no, I'm going to feed myself for days, not just right now. And I'm not going to just feed myself bullshit. I'm going to feed myself what's going to be the best for me for days to come. Period. So, like that. Like, yeah. It's what's most sustainable, what's most healthy, and practical long term. What's going to keep you grounded, What's going to keep that money or that, what's going to keep the abundance flowing to you, not the opposite. Spending money right now in the short term so I can feed my face is not going to sustain me for the next couple of days, that type of shit. Virgos are very disciplined as well. Very disciplined. All about structure, routine. It's not just a means to an end, it's looking at the end goal, the outcome, the long term, and planning for it and acting accordingly to get to that. Yeah. So that's what I've been doing the past couple days. And it's been good. This new moon of Virgo energy is good. Starting to think that I need to like befriend a Virgo because this is like it's good energy, but it's kind of just pushing me to like maintain this as a sense of my own normal, new normal, healthy. Virgo, earth sign. So yeah. Moderation. You don't have to you don't have to do the most you don't have to like that's the thing I like about Virgos is that like they're the least boring out of the earth signs. No offense to earth signs, but like they understand like Virgos also know how to have a good time, but they're just reasonable, they don't go overboard. It's all about moderation. So it's kind of like they understand that, you need to have your shit in order first, but then, by all means, do your thing. It's just Virgos are very classy, so they just have a certain way of going about it, you know what I mean? And I respect them for it, which is weird because like I don't know any I don't really know any Virgos. I know like one Virgo. And that person I'm thinking about, like, I respect the way they move in that way. So. Yeah, I'd say they're the most polished out of the earth signs for sure. Like there's always one sign in all the, earth, water, fire, air that kind of is the best. I'm sorry, I'm not going to lie. With fire signs, it's Sagittarius. Shout out to all you Sagittarians. With air signs, I would say that's tough. I would have to say, oh, that's a tough one. I can't really say with air signs. I'm not qualified. Because really, like, when I went through all of them, I'm like, yeah, but they all are like, yeah, I like air signs. But it's not about my bias. I just feel like I don't think there's really one out of all of them that, like, anyway. Water, ugh, yikes, that's gonna have to be Cancer. Oh man. And Earth, Virgo. This is not based on my opinion, it's based on experience. And I just think, and by the way, I mean like a healed person. Like it's has to do with how healed the person is too. Because, yeah. But anyway, yeah. Fire, air, yeah. I would have to say so. I don't know with air signs. I really don't know. That's hard to say. I would definitely say it's between Gemini and Libra, though. Sorry, Aquarius. Definitely between Gemini and Libra. Probably Libra because they're the most balanced. I'll just say it. Yeah, but, Geminis are really cool, too. So, I love Geminis. But it's based on which sign I feel like is the most like balanced and well-rounded when they're healed, Maybe it's a little biased. Like I would never say that Scorpio took, so awkward. So yeah. But anywho. Oh. There's somebody walking down here. Let me put this out for a second. Because they're walking real slow. Wait. I feel like I need to open my windows anyway. This is so bad. Hey guys. I'll just pretend I'm not here. Nobody will know. Like, nobody will know. If I just, like, duck down, no one will have any clue. If only you could see how much smoke is coming out of this car. Oh, this is cringy. Really a cringy moment in time for me. Okay. Oh, God. I should have put the chat on, I feel like. Or I should have, like, left the chat on or whatever. But this is the best place to smoke nowadays. It's free. It's really bright out here, though. That's my only beef with this, but whatever. I don't think anyone gives a fuck, so if they do, they're a fucking square, and we'll have to have a convo about it, and we'll chit-chat about it, and we'll get to the heart of why and how they became such a square, and maybe I can convert them to a non-square. I don't know. Probably. What kind of a bug is this? Oh my gosh, this is not good. Oh god. I don't know, it's dead now. Rest in peace. Rest in peace, baby. But if we can't identify you, then we don't know the threat. So you've got to motherfucking go. Period. Don't let your empathy get in the way of protecting yourself, people. It's a mistake many people with high levels of empathy have or tends to emulate. Empathy can get you into some traps. So learn and know when to turn it the fuck off. And if you don't know how, well, I'm here to teach you because it's been the story of my life. That's the biggest mistake that people make with predators is showing empathy or just utilizing it at times when you shouldn't be utilizing it because it can fuck your life over. You have to know who is worthy of empathy, meaning if they're a predator, a narcissist, a sociopath, whatever, they're not worthy of your empathy because they can't give it back. So you match. That's again where the art of war, the principles of the art of war come in, know thy enemy and know thyself. Because if you don't, you're going to fuck yourself. Or they're going to fuck you, or both. Actually, probably both. So, yeah. That's why it's good to learn when to pull your empathy back and when to not utilize it. Which, I don't know, to be honest, it's not even that. It's not like you can't have it, but don't let it run your actions. That's where you have to be careful. Not everybody deserves your empathy, and a predator damn sure does not deserve your empathy because they're going to manipulate it. Duh. Okay. These are the things that empaths who have dealt with narcissistic people or fucked up people need to learn. People who do not give a fuck about you or who pretend to for their own gain do not deserve your empathy. I don't give a fuck how much they pretend that it hurts their feelings. Because they are pretending, by the way. But because you have so much goddamn empathy, well, you're easily manipulated, so it might be hard for you to read that. But it's pertinent that you develop this skill, otherwise you're going to continue to suffer, unnecessarily so. Take it from me. I have empathy for people who really are just, don't deserve it. But I've learned to, or I have in the past, let's put it that way. So, had to learn the hard way. But it's great when you get to this point when you learn how to shut it off because, well, you simply cannot lose. When your discernment is on point. There's nothing that anyone can do to you at that point that you don't have control over. If you have control over yourself and your own emotions. It's an art, people. And it requires a lot of healing to get to that point. Trust me. But it's worth it. Alright. Okay, wait. I thought I turned on the chat. Hang on. Wait. What? I turned the chat on. Hang on. I don't know. I turned the chat on, but it's like not working. Hang on. Yeah, it's like I turned the chat on, but I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, it's like I turned the chat on, but I don't know why it's not working. Yeah, it says it's on, but hang on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna like come back with the live. I'm gonna turn the chat on.